Hello, welcome to Tinder platform, and I'm going to just show you a demo on how the whole platform works basically. So when it comes to Tinder platform, the journey starts from a project developer. So this is the platform. When you go to market.tindercredit.com, you log in and it brings you here. So we're going to log in as a project developer. A project developer can log in, a buyer can log in as well. So the platform basically connects projects to buyers in a scalable way and transparent way. So the journey starts with a project developer creating a new project. So once you click new project, of course, you have to go and pay a registration fee of $500 to make a project entry for the project assessment. So this begins your journey. This is where your project journey starts for assessment, evaluation, and approval. So of course, what you need to do is to click on pay to make a payment. So we're going to be making a payment for our project entry. Yeah, so this doesn't take much time. So in a few minutes you get started with your project. Correct. So payment has been made, and once payment has been submitted, eventually he assigns a project slot for you. So the project developer goes ahead to fill details of the project owner, of course, project owner, and then of course the project information, title of the project, details of the project. Is it an offset? Is it contribution? What mechanism? What type of project? Fill all those details, upload project documents for evaluation and verification, and after that you submit it by clicking save. So when you go to project, you can see all the projects that has been. This is a new project slot today. So once it has been approved, reviewed and approved, and is on the marketplace, it will turn to green like this. To turn to green. So basically that's what happens from a project developer standpoint. Now after that, once the project has been submitted for entry, a Tinder admin verifiers goes on to project. So this is for admin, and of course you can be able to see the projects that have been submitted. You can view the details, and then admin can approve it. So once it's approved, you can also view the project on marketplace. So this is how the project looks like on the marketplace. This is what the buyer will see to be able to make a purchase. So coming back to the project, the next thing that happens after a project has been verified and approved, the next thing is to issue forward credit. So there are two types of credit on the platform. There is a forward credit, there is a verified credit. Forward credit basically is to create room for buyers to be able to get into the project, to fund the project. So that's basically what it is. So once a forward credit is being issued for that project, right, you just select a vintage, a particular year you are issuing, and of course the amount and the price, and then save. That will issue an amount of forward credit to that project, which creates room for buyers to begin to make payment, make purchase. So once that is done, we can now open up the project, can now be opened up to the marketplace for transaction to occur. So let's make a purchase on the marketplace. So this is the marketplace. So we're going to select this project. So this is it. So we're going to select. You can see there are different credits and vintages. This is 2025 verified credit, so it means that a credit has already been issued already. But we're going to use, of course, forward credit, for example. So we're going to use forward credit. We're going to buy forward credit 2025, and of course we're going to add to cart, or we can do 7. Let's buy 7. So we're going to add to cart, and we're going to check out. So typically you need a buyer account to be able to complete the purchase. So if you already have an account, you just log in to continue, or if you're a first time buyer, you just fill in this form and continue to payment. So but we already have an account, so we're going to just log in to continue. All right, so we have logged in successfully and we are continuing as Okuchukwu. So we're going to fill in these details. Basically select your country of offset, of course, reason for offsetting, and of course we can select any of this option. Of course, if there's another name you want to put on your retirement certificate other than the name on your account, you put it here, and after that you continue to payment. So here we're going to be paying $132.30 US dollars. So we're going to pay now. Correct. So payment has been submitted for your purchase, and of course the buyer received an email regarding this transaction as well, and this transaction has been captured. So I've successfully purchased 7 TCO2, and this is my transaction reference. I can log into my dashboard to also view that. So once a transaction is completed on the marketplace, or as many transactions are going on, Tyndall platform is also monitoring the project from implementation. So using our AIoT devices that we are deployed, monitoring the project, we can be able to see data. Our device tracks that project every day to know its activity and ensure that it's generating impact. So we can see this data by going to our DMRV page to show data for this project. So this will show us generated credits month by month, day by day. So this is October 2023, non-generated. Of course, if you go to a month that something was generated, you can see it. Okay, so you can roughly see every day. You can see the devices sending data, and our platform analyzes it, able to calculate an amount that is due based on the data that has sent in from the devices. And this is where verification comes in. So once verified credits can now be issued. So I just need to select the period, the vintage I'm issuing, select how many, and then I will issue it. And once it is issued, it will come under verified credit. Under verified credit, you can see that 150 TCO was issued, total credit. Of course, when you click this vintage, you can be able to see all the issued credit. So here you can see that this issued credit needs to be tokenized, which is the next thing. After you've approved the generated credit, it comes under verified credit. So the next thing is that this credit needs to be tokenized just with a click of the button. So once I click this button, tokenize credit, I will be deploying 150 Tyndall tokens to the blockchain, which represent 150 TCO. verify credit for that vintage. So I'll just confirm this action, and then I'll click tokenize. So credit tokenization has been scheduled, and this will happen at the background. So you can see it's pending tokenization. So you can just wait a few minutes by just refreshing. All right, so you can just refresh this page and check if it has been tokenized. And of course, once it is tokenized, then it can be viewed on the blockchain. So all we need to do is to click on view blockchain to confirm. Okay, that's great. So we can see uh, that we've deployed successfully 150 Tinder token, and you can see the name of the, the contract, Tinder token, the project ID, the vintage, the amount, and of course the period. So this is unique. This name is unique to this um, particular tokenization, and it will only have 150 Tinder token. So that's basically how tokenization of credit works. So we've deployed it. Going back to our um, dashboard. So after this, we need to then log in as a project developer so that we can fulfill that transaction that we just made on the marketplace. Now that there is a tokenized credit available, we now need to go and fulfill that transaction. So we're going to log out. So we're going to log in as a project developer to fulfill that transaction that we made. So we'll go to transactions, and yes, this is it. So we're going to click this. We bought 7. So this is it. We're going to click on it, and we're going to see the details. So you just click on fulfill transaction and you confirm it. So of course, what the buyer purchased was a forward credit. So the first step that a project developer needs to do in fulfilling a transaction is to first of all swap the forward credit for verified credit that is available. So we are going to be swapping 7 TOC, that is forward credit, to 7 TOC, that is verified credit. So this is the actual impact, the actual verified credit for this particular project. So we're going to click swap, confirm, and we've successfully swapped it. It's that easy. So once it has happened, then you can go to the next step and the final step, which is to retire that credit. That's the next step, because once you retire it, then the reward can be released. So the first thing to do is to connect your wallet, and this wallet is the account that 150 Tinder credit was deployed to. So the project developer will select that account on MetaMask, click next, connect, and once that account is connected, then of course you can now click on this and burn. So when you click burn, you confirm it, and it is initializing the burn process to retire this token on the blockchain. So just confirm the transaction and wait for some few seconds, depending on how busy the blockchain is. You just wait a bit. Awesome. So it has been retired successfully. You can see that. And when you click on this again, you can see that 17 tokens were bound on the 13th of October. So you can view this action on the chain to confirm. So successfully, you can see that this was 41 seconds ago completed. And of course, if you click on the on this contract, you can see it is 7 tokens successfully. So if you click on this, which is which will show you the transaction details done. Remember when it was initialized, it was 150. Now 150 minus 7 is 143. So it has successfully removed it from circulation. So you can see it. So that is how to successfully retire this token. So once that happens, let's go back to the platform. Nothing else is required from project developer. So once he has successfully retired each of the tokens that we had purchased from different projects, it will all be listed here, and you just take that action. That is all that the project developer needs to do. The rest is now with the Tyndall platform admin to be able to verify this action, this fulfillment of transaction, so the rewards can be released. So let's go back to the admin account. So we just simply need to go to transaction marketplace and click on this view fulfillment information, and of course we can check if developer has retired this credit. So we confirm that it has been swapped to verify credit. So we ensure it is verified credit, and then we also check the transaction on the chain to be sure that it is the required transaction that was done, and we can confirm when it was done. All right, and once that has been confirmed, we come back to the platform, click next, and then it's time for us to release the reward. So once we release the reward, what will happen is that the retirement certificate will be available within 24 hours to the buyer, and of course funds can now be credited to the project developer's wallet, and payout can be processed as well to the project developer's bank account. And that is just the end of the project. So let's release reward, confirm, and voila, transaction rewards released successfully. And of course that is it. So everyone is rewarded accordingly for this transaction. So thank you for taking the time to go through this demo.